I mean, like...
Okay, I need to know, because you put in the topics channel, fell through the world. You fell through the world.
We were all... Well, I say we all. It was me and Brady doing Blissey Raids, but I've been awake for, like, 27 hours at that point.
Oh, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm, like, loopy as shit, giggly at everything, laughing and stuff. Imagine being in that state of mind, and then you finish a Blissey Raid, take 5 steps forward, and your character model falls through the world.
What?
Like, it just clipped through the floor.
It was actually, like, we were just, like, laughing at something, like, oh, yeah, the Blissey, and he, like, does spins and then goes, it just
like,
goes through.
Like
runs
we
into
were
a
in the
rock.
middle of we were in the middle of talking about something, and it would just both of us stop, like, what the fuck?
How?
It was hilarious.
How? Wow.
Oh my god.
It was kind of crazy.
Probably like gotta be the funniest game I've ever played.
It is so goofy. I just, like, I saw a shiny hunt recently where somebody clipped through under the world, and then there was this cave that was, like, on the side of a cliff, and you can look at this cave through, like, the no-clip zone that you're in. So they shiny hunted completely outside of the cave by looking through the invisible, like the wall, because the walls disappeared.
That's so fire.
I love this game. It's so stupid.
It's very silly.
It's the best, worst game ever.
If you've been not playing the game, viewer, comment section people, play the game right now if you want to play VGC ever on this game, because Blissey Raids give lots of Terra shards, and that, like, I honestly don't know why they didn't do this at the beginning of the game, because it would make people actually incentivized to play on ladder.
Wait, isn't the event gonna be over by the time this is up?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe?
Anyway, it's
Hold on.
good, and you should. I hope you did
I hope
them.
you are playing them right now. Yeah. God. Okay. Part 2 of why I don't like this game. Maybe make the things last longer.
Well, no, you gotta get into the next guy. You gotta get up into the next raid event, Michael. You don't understand.
Regardless of that,
it's
it
tomorrow.
should have been at the beginning of the game, because the most annoying part about making a bit of mons is the Terra shards, I think. And so, like, if you just had a bunch of those, and, like, throughout the course of the game, you just accrue as many as you use, that'd be kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause didn't they do that in Sword and Shield? Like, at the beginning of Sword and Shield, we had a whole bunch.
Yeah. Delibird.
Plus, you got Dynamax. You got
That's what it
Dynamax
was.
shards, and you only needed 10 Dynamax shards to make a Pokemon optimal. You
Yeah,
need
right?
50 Terra shards, which I think is a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just a tad.
They did, like, the Delibird raid for Christmas. In Sword and
Oh
Shield.
yeah,
And
that was fun.
Happened, like, a couple weeks after the game came out, so you know that made it a lot easier. I remember
I did a couple of those.
I remember, yeah. I remember getting my older siblings Switch and, like, using their Switch just because it was like, oh, fucking just great. Like, get the Delibirds on each of the Switches and, like, reset, save, or no, not even, we just get because in Sword and Shield you could do, like, the thing where you disconnect mid-raid and then you would come back and then it would be bad.
Oh! Huh.
So, what I'd do is just get one of the Switches would have a Delibird raid, and then I would have one just constantly reset the raid and have me just go through the Delibird raid, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty easy.
I didn't think about that. That's actually kind of smart.
They don't do
I
that
did those
anymore.
I did those
Oh,
at the beginning of Sword and Shield, and then I was good for the whole gen. I didn't really grade at all past that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're only getting that now. Like, what, 5 months into the game's life?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it shouldn't be 50. I'm also, like, grinding for money is annoying, and I wish that there was a better EV training method. I know that it's just a million times easier, or it was a million times easier to just gen it in, or to, do what's it called, vitamins in Sword and Shield, but comment down below. I need to know if someone else has done this. The Pokejobs EV training method, that saved my ass because it was free and it took like 5 minutes to train up a full mon. It was so nice. I miss it. I miss it so bad. I miss my wife tails. Oh.
I miss Series 2, kind of.
It's not even gone yet.
Yeah. I know, but it's gone enough for me because there's no other events for me to play.
The end
I'm gonna build my team and then I'll ladder. I promise.
You have a week.
Hey Brady, my best friend Brady. Hey, do you have some some vitamins?
I do. I do have vitamins. The end is imminent. There is a week left. Do it.
That's where Marcos is, by the way, for everyone watching. He's at going to Scarlet. So
yeah.
A final Series 2 event.
Yeah. And also heads up, PSA, next week there will be no episode because Marcos and Michael are going to be going to Fort Wayne.
I get to go to my first event. Yay! It's also not Series 2. Whatever.
It's the first rec. The first rec.
Regulations.
Regulations.
Regulation C. I'm calling it rec now because I thought of the idea of calling it like when it's like Regulation D, it's red, or when it's Regulation E, it's ref. And I came up with that idea in a Marcos video, and the person, as somebody commented, was like, "This is a really funny and cool idea," and I'm like, "Yeah, it is a cool and funny idea." Thank you.
The comment section dapping you up. That's awesome.
It's like yes. But yeah, no episode next week.
What episode this week? Welcome to the Route 1 podcast.
Yes.
Yeah. And did you know that 100% of the people who unsubscribe to this channel unsubscribe to this channel? You should subscribe to this channel and leave a like.
I don't believe you.
But yeah. Click the button.
Michael is in your home.
I'm sick of that 100% of people who unsubscribe to our channel, but unsubscribe to our channel.
Are not subscribed. They're not.
They're not subscribed, and they need to be. Looking at you,
I agree.
Random guy.
Somebody out there somewhere.
Someone
maybe.
Jared.
Whoa.
I'm calling out Jared right now. You've never met me, but I've met you. I know who you are. You haven't subscribed.
This is like when we were watching fucking FNAF videos. They go, Michael! And Michael freaked out.
Yeah. I was like, what?
What about, I'm thinking of a random name. Josh. Josh, you haven't subscribed either. Why haven't you done that yet? What the fuck, Josh?
Yeah, what the hell, Glimmora? You gotta sub to the thing, Glimmora.
Damn. Glimmora is fucking hype. I love Glimmora so much.
I'm a big Glimmora, and here, you know what? Let me say this here as well. Glimmora, Dondozo, Tatsugiri. Take that to Fort Wayne. Automatic day 2. Trust me, bro. Automatic day 2. We're totally doing this. I need to do. Ash, you don't understand.
You can't put me under the bus like this. You can't put me under the bus like this as a Dozo Glib player. You can't do this to me.
My team that I've been making for Regulation C has a 100% win rate versus Glimoza Dondora. Yeah, that shit.
Glimoza Dondora.
It's a powerful ass name.
Yeah.
Those are like kaiju names. Yeah, no, so if you see me plugging Don Bozo anywhere, it's because I want to fight all of that at Fort Wayne. This
is like an operation. It's like, hey guys, you want something cool to use? You know, you're looking for the meta pick of the tournament.
Yeah, you know what the call is? Yeah, this is the call.
Didn't Wolf do that one time?
Ignore that I beat that, but this is the call.
I think Wolf
I'm really sad. Yeah, where he used a team on stream, and then so that people would start using it, and then he brought something completely different and fucking smoked the tournament. I don't remember what it was, but I remember it happening and people thinking, "Huh, that's funny."
Aegis Slash got banned in Gen 6. Whole lot of
oh my god,
whole lot of propaganda.
that whole situation is so goofy to me.
What happened?
Can I? Okay, so from what I understand, because I wasn't playing super hard in Gen 6, I was just kind of doing it casually. What happened was somebody had a Dream Ball Aegislash in Gen 6, which there was no way to get a Dream Ball in-game in Gen 6 games. You had to transfer it in from Gen 5 from the Dream World, and of course, Aegislash did not exist in Gen 5. So it was obviously gen'd in, and so many people were, like, going insane over this. Like, you fucking cheater! How could you? It's so obviously hacked in! You're evil! You're terrible! But, like, it was a Pokeball. It wasn't a hard-to-obtain move. It wasn't stats that were illegal. It wasn't an ability that was hard to get. It was the Pokeball. The thing that has zero effect on the competitive battle.
I meant in singles. Like, banned from
that's what I thought.
OU.
Oh!
Yeah,
I forgot
I was
that
like,
happened. I did
I'm gonna shut up
forget-
now.
I
I'm gonna
did
shut up
forget
now.
that happened.
is that
'cause
like
was the
Great
thing.
Ball Incineroar? I think
Probably
that was a thing.
something similar.
Premier Ball Incineroar, I remember that being a thing, and that was like a big thing. It was like, oh, they're not doing anything. But what was Michael talking about?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Michael, you go, because I complained on a different Aegislash ban.
I'm talking about
I'm
the
stupid.
Wild West of singles, where it was like, if you were in the Smogon circle and you could, like, you know, rizz it up and be like, hey, I think we gotta do something about Aegislash. I think it's super broken. And then you go and you proceed to, like, forge a bunch of shit. Like, I won 50 games in a row with Aegislash. This Pokemon's not fair. And you, like, fake the fucking replays and shit. I'm not gonna out anyone, but,
Oh, shit.
listen, propaganda's real in Pokemon. And Dondozo Glimmora, take it to Fort Wayne. Trust me. Just trust me.
That's so goofy. Oh my god.
It's very
I'm
stupid.
sorry, I went off on a completely different tangent.
No, you're fine. I mean, it's more people mad at Jennings for no reason. Like,
Yeah, that was dumb. Speaking of Dozo Glim, I need to be convinced that it is good in Regulation C because
Oh, it's
I
good.
want
Like, no,
I
unironically.
I
like,
don't see it. I want. Can you?
So there's
Either
the
of you.
meme, right? So there's the meme that I'm trying to push of like, bring Dozo Glimmora. It's very good. It will win you the tournament. And
Yeah,
then
I
I'm
know
the
that's
one
a
that's
joke.
like,
I know.
Well, it's a joke because I have a positive matchup into it, and I'm
Yeah.
running something that isn't, very common right now. That's the only reason why. 99% of other opponents, Dondozo Glimmora is like really fucking good. Like it is actually all over the highlighter. Like unironically, that part's not
in
a
Series C, or
Yeah,
Regulation C.
in Regulation C, yeah, because that's all I've been playing.
I just don't. In my brain, it gets so fucked up by any of the ruin Pokemon. Like, Wo-Chien fucks him up.
Dozo beats both Chi-Yu and Chien-Pao in the way that people are running them right now.
Really?
Yeah, Earthquake blows up the Chi-Yu Flutter.
Oh, yeah,
They're both
true.
0 defense.
True.
And then the physical ones can't touch you. Sure, like Chien-Pao with Sacred Sword, okay, it hits for 40 and takes 100% back from Wave Crash or Order Up. Like, and then it's forced to run Sacred Sword is the funniest part. Dragonite does like 18 at +2.
Michael!
What's up?
I am aware that people can have character development and people can change.
What's up?
But I'm pretty sure the last episode that was uploaded or the one before that, you were saying that you think Dondozo is going to be bad in Regulation C because of Sacred Sword.
Okay, I also said that Goldengo and Ting-Lu are terrible Pokemon in Regulation C, and then lost to that at the local, and then that won the tournament. So, I'm not right about most of this shit, but I know when things are like real.
I understand. I believe you. I'm not saying that I don't believe you. I'm just saying that that's really funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that was one of the reasons I was kind of like, is this worth it?
I don't think Zacian's gonna be very good in Series 12.
I'm sorry. I don't know if you'll ever live that down, but you
No,
can
it's
accept your
funny
past
as fuck.
mistakes.
Yeah. And then
That's
make
all
them
that
again.
that's all that matters. No, don't make them again. I was thinking about it earlier today of I think that if I have a meta call, I need to just go for it because the last time I thought I had a call, it was Klefki and then it won a regional the next day. So I think that I need to believe in the me that believes in my wonderful Pokemon and try stuff. Because, I don't know. I feel like playing Wo-Chien like Celesteela is just going to be good. But there's a couple of Pokemon that I think could work, but I can't tell if they will. You know? And I just kind of gotta go like, oh, why not? Try it. There's no harm. I think...
What's your Regulation C call, if not Dundos of Glimmora?
Hear me out. Mm-hmm. Iron Valiant.
So, I will tell you that 90% of the people that have, like, come to me when I was telling them, oh, I'm struggling building for Regulation C, I don't know what to use, has been Iron Valiant.
Seriously?
I don't know why.
I think there was a regional where they were summoned top cut, and I have it written down. I think it was Vancouver.
That is one of the most recent ones, so I guess that makes sense.
Let me scroll.
That starts.
Oh my god.
So I get
Victory Road, I love you, but your mobile site is hot garbage.
I get the concept of, like, we just got 4 very good dark types, and then you have a guy that quad resists dark.
Yeah.
But is there anything else beyond that, or is that?
That's not my reasoning. My reasoning is that it will be able to cut through them in super effective damage. And also, if you pair it with a Tailwind Bond or something speed control, you can run Sash Destiny Bond and fuck someone up. Like, that's an easy Dundozo trap.
Sash D-Bond is disgusting, actually.
Yeah. That's why I'm thinking about it. Because, listen, you get Spirit Break, which, that's fantastic in general. Because it gets that, oh my god, Sacred Sword, and it gets Stab on both of those.
It gets Sacred Sword?
Yeah. I think. Let me double check that. Hold on.
I thought it got CC. I thought it only got CC, yeah.
Hold on. I will eat my words in approximately 5 seconds. Iron Valiant. Fighting. It gets... It does not. I'm crying about it. Brick Break might have been what I'm thinking about. It gets Drain Punch!
It gets
you can get your Sash back.
Close Combat, Drain Punch, Brick Break. It's good.
Yeah. Like, okay...
Oh, and
I'm hearing.
Hear me out. Just do the same thing with Glade.
That's true, but I like the speed.
The speed in the Fairy type is pretty invaluable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main reason I was looking at it, because you can run Sash or you can run Booster Energy Speed, which would be another option for getting Destiny Bond off. But I think like it gets Encore, it gets Disable, it gets Knockoff, like it gets all these good moves, and I'm looking at it and I'm looking at its offensive typing being great into all of the ruins and a good chunk of just the good hard hitters in general, and then plus the speed plus all of this move coverage.
People have been using Encore Disable at certain regions too, like
but on Screamtail, which I like. I think
it's the same move. It uses. I mean, it's the same thing, right? Booster guy, Fairy type, Encore Disable.
The difference is that Screamtail is it's actually 5 points slower.
Yeah, Valiant's very fast.
Screamtail also has the bulk to be able to reliably get both of those up. Iron Valiant has decent defense. It's HP 74 HP, 90 defense, 60 special defense. So he's not thick, but he's moderately bulky.
I believe in your meta call. I need to see it.
I want to make it work. I will fuck around and I will find out, because I think that it also gets Quick Guard. Fergaraf is another thing that I think will be good, because fuck your Dragonite, TBH.
Yeah. I mean, we got new priority guy in Sucker Punch Chien-Pao, so priority stuff is just as good as it used to be.
Exactly.
Arcanine, Extreme Speed Dragonite, Sucker Punch Chien-Pao.
That plus an ability that instantly drops the defense of the opposing two Pokemon. Like, I don't know if we're gonna see another pivot to bulk like we did, but I have a feeling that over time we're gonna have hyper offense from the new ruins being fucking amazing, and then a curve towards bulky, and then we're gonna curve back towards a kind of balanced team. That's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. Because that seems to be the pattern so far.
From my foray into Regulation C, it's and I didn't play Gen 7, so I don't actually know if this is the case, but it reminds me of like what Tapu's did to the teams.
Yeah.
If you're running this Ruination guy, this is what your team looks like. If you're running this Ruination guy, this is what your team looks like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like Shenpao, Dragonite, those two things are just, those make sense together. But Annihilate Mousehold is very common on that. Not because of Shenpao dropping the thing, which I mean that helps, right? But it's mainly like you do this in the front and then have them in the back, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's complementary. It's you're not building an entire team around Sword of Ruin or any of the other Ruination abilities. You're building like
cores are starting to develop here.
Yeah. Which is why Wo-Chien I think is actually way better than people give it credit for, because with Arcanine it's just a defensive monster and can control the entire pace of the battle.
I think it's wonderful. I think it's really good. I'm scared people are going to start running Taunt and completely shut it down. The great thing is that, it doesn't shut it down because Pollen Puff is still fucking amazing.
It's a great move, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I have so much hopium for Snail. I also do legitimately want to try Goodra, because I think it would be funny. That's a meta call it's not even a meta call, it's just a Pokemon I want to use.
Yeah.
But I, in my heart, I think Iron Valiant has enough tools for it to kind of go crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm insane. Drop your Iron Valiant teams below.
Chi-Yu Iron Bundle's the last like big one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a Chi-Yu Fluttermane Iron Bundle. I think Iron Bundle Fluttermane kind of inseparable at this point.
But
just
these
special attack guys.
These are just the new ones, by the way. Like all of the old existing ones still exist. So like Dozo Glim, still thing.
Yeah.
Mousehold Goldengo, still thing.
Yep.
Still thing.
All that shit's still a thing. Yeah, like
Mousehold Glim is also kind of insane.
Yeah, no, that one too.
Hey, guess what my team is? Mousehold, Goldango, Glim, Dundozo.
Yeah, like this, like the self feint stuff. Like that's still good. Prior to what I was running.
Oh, I wasn't doing self feint, but yeah.
Prior to what I was running right now, I was doing self fake out with Gothitelle Glimmora.
Yeah, no. I said this last time. I do not care for self activation toxic spikes. You are spending the point. I'm gonna fight you on this just a little bit. I'm saying this is your friend. You're spending the same amount of time that you would clicking the move toxic spikes to set up toxic spikes. The beauty for me personally in Toxic Debris is the fact you don't have to do anything to get free damage on your opponent. They just have to hit you with a physical move, and that's good. I mean, it's good to get off in like a tricky situation where you really need spikes, but they're playing around it well and they're killing your Glim without getting spikes off. But I think it's not something that you use every time.
My favorite thing to do with that, like in that situation, is like if you're running Great Tusk with Glimmora, if your Terra Grass, you can Earthquake next to it. You get a free T-Spike, but you're also doing damage.
I'm doing that with someone's team who has Earthquake, Roaring Moon, which is kind of goofy, but then I'm like, that kind of just like fucks up our Immersion DD. But I get it. I get it. I understand.
Self fake out plus covert cloak on the Glim, and then you mortal spin, so you poison all 4 Pokemon in one turn. That's why I like it. I think that's just strong.
Not if
that's fair.
That's fair. Or a poison type, or a steel type. Or...
Does
Cowboys won.
Cowboys won. Cowboys do. Cowboys. We'll talk about Michael's cowboy arc in a second. I wanted to just. Do you flinch if you fake yourself out without a covert cloak? Like I thought you did.
You can't flinch from fake out if you hold a covert cloak ever.
No, yeah, I know, but like self fake out. Do you flinch
same
from self fake out?
No, you don't.
Yes.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. Not if you're holding a covert cloak. If you're holding,
but like without any covert cloak.
Oh yeah, no. The only thing that blocks fake out flinch is covert cloak.
Oh.
So if you like have no covert cloak and fake out, you're gonna get flinched.
Maybe in my brain I'm thinking priority moves, like side priority moves, still work even in terrain. Yeah, maybe that's why I'm thinking about that. But like,
or side
Never
pranksters, side prankster dark type concept.
Yeah. Huh. I may be stupid. Anyway, Cowboys won.
Cowboys won.
Glimmora feels like what Colossal felt like last gen.
Without the damage output.
It does damage. Like it's
but like not Oko's. Unless it's like bundle.
I'm talking about Gmax Vocalith, not like Dynamax itself.
I was gonna say like it's the damage over time aspect of it that makes it so good.
Yeah.
But
he does not do all the things Colossal did to my sanity.
Colossal did damage, was first, threatened for 3 turns, and then had the Vocalith for 3 turns, for the 5 turns that it did.
Yeah.
Or 6 turns. I don't know how long it lasted actually. I should
Enough.
I don't remember. I don't like to remember.
I was watching, apparently there's Sword and Shield ROM hacks, by the way. I was watching someone play one, and they gave, oh my god, what's his name? They gave the Rock-type gym leader, they gave him a Relicanth with the water move, and then Colossal with weakness policy.
That's like...
And I was like, I saw that, I was like, oh, flashbacks.
I mean, like, when I say it's like Colossal, I mean not like 1-to-1. I mean like
yeah.
To what the teams that are playing Glimmora play like.
Yeah,
right?
I get what you mean now.
You lead your Glimmora, you get your shit up, and then you Dondozo in the back. You know what I mean? It's the same, like, I'm fat, and damage over time helps.
It's just, like, a really good way for, like, hyper offense teams to, like, ensure that you're not living, you know? Which is super cool. Well, like,
you mean like
breaking sashes and stuff, and then brings you into range of like Pokemon that are like EV to live a certain move, get poisoned and then get brought into range of getting KO'd instead of just being, like.
Well, Limbs. I mean, okay, I guess in Series 2 people aren't using it like that. I think I've seen Great Tusk Talon, Glimmora stuff, but in Regulation C at the very least, like a standard team looks like Glimmora, Dozo, Tatsugiri, and then you could do like Wo-Chien, Arcanine, and then like Fillermon in the back, like Fluttermane or like Fairy type or Bundle or something.
Yeah.
See, I feel like the better way to do that would be like you have like Chi-Yu, Fluttermane, or like you have like a thing in the back that like just puts absurd pressure on in the back. Whereas you have, like, a lead of, like, something like a Mousehold, Glimmora, or, like, Glimmora plus something, and then you have, like, 2 options of, like, okay, I'm going to just destroy the rest of your team, which is why the Dondozo Tatsugiri is good, and then you have, like, the same thing with, like, Chi-Yu Fluttermane or something.
I can see it better with Chi-Yu stuff, because, I mean, I'm biased, because my Chi-Yu that I'm using is crazy, but I think Glimmora it excels, I think, better on like slower, bulkier teams rather than hyper offense, because you get more damage over time the more time you have. Yeah,
but I also understand Brady's point of just breaking sashes is very useful for hyper offense.
Yeah, no, like that's good, and we saw it worked in Series 2, but it's like Glimmora is trending more towards balance currently.
This is so weird, because this is the first time that the team I liked playing the most is also the one that's doing the best. Like, I don't know.
We'll see in Charlotte this weekend, but, like, there's gonna be a lot of Glimmora. Now that...
Yeah.
Well, see, look at what happened in Vancouver, right? Shout out to Strider Pokemon, shout out to Neil VGC, and shout out to Freezeye. Because all 3 of them were running very similar stuff, if not the same thing. I kind of forget. All of them made videos, so go check that out if you haven't.
Ooh, okay, I gotta watch this.
They're all plugging Dondozo Glim. Like, that's the thing right now, is Dondozo Glim.
Because it's so good.
Yeah. And I don't think that's going to change in Series 3.
Yep, and you're living, because I think Parrish is also good.
Yeah, I just so happened to make a Parrish Trap team that beats the fuck out of that. And just ignore me. I'm a bad player. I'm not going to do
No, you're gonna do awesome. Shut up.
You don't have to prep for me. Don't worry about my matchup. I'm gonna fucking destroy them.
You are going to do awesome, and you're going to game hard.
Oh, I 100% know I am. I accidentally hit top 20 on ladder the other day. Who does that? Who does that on accident?
Like, holy shit. Oh yeah, I remember you were like, why am I not finding any games? And then it was fucking...
Yeah.
Well, because of that, people are like, oh no, Perish is a thing.
I hope not. Because I think people are
100% people are. 100%.
I think people are still like, oh, Perish Trap takes such a big brain to use. I'll never use Perish Trap, or it's so weird. I'm not gonna fight a lot of Perish Trap. Bro, all you gotta do is count to 3. I'm fucking stupid.
I think there's a bit more to it than that. Just a tad.
I think Perish Song has like this like, what's the word?
Stigma?
Yes, thank you. That was the exact word I was thinking. Perish Song has this stigma that it's like super hard to use and like you have to be a certain kind of player to use it. No, dude, no. I think it's as like brain dead as like Tailwind Great does.
No, I think it's still hard. You still need thought to pivot out, make sure you're protecting on the right turns, you know. There's more to it than I think you're giving it credit. At least to me. I've played it, I've used it a couple of times, and for me it's difficult to just like pick up and go.
Well, so, okay, maybe I am actually super biased in that regard, because something I did think of the other day was like, why does Perish click so well with me? Okay, let's take a look at how I learned how to play VGC. Gothitelle team, alright, okay, that makes sense. Gothitelle is mandatory on the Perish Song teams. Yeah, that part makes sense, that I'm good with my favorite best mon.
That's crazy.
And also, you know what else took 3 turns? Dynamax wearing out.
Oh my god. He knows how to count.
I'm like the only guy that likes Dynamax, and that's the gen I started playing VGC in that I was about Dynamax. So, okay, maybe me playing Perish Song does make more sense than just, oh, I know how to count to 3. But, like, come on. I think people should give it more credit.
Dynamax is fine. I'm just glad we don't have to deal with Calyrex Ice in the snow. Exactly, bro.
I should have made like an infographic or something of like the teams of series that are around right now.
You should do that. You'll get hella Twitter clout.
Yeah, but I want to do it on this because I want people to know like what is Series 3 like, because it's all I've been playing is Series 3.
Yeah, I will need. I will ask you to make that, because you're my bestie and I don't know what the fuck is happening. I'm probably gonna snap Wo-Chien on my team somewhere and then go from there. Or maybe I'll throw together what all my meta calls and just see what happens, honestly. Hold up, I'm gonna do that right now.
Oh, even here's another funny thing that I saw on Ladder the other day. Literally stuff from Series 1 is still working.
Oh yeah. I think that like, even though it's not a restricted format, you don't have to bring a Paradox guy or a Ruin guy. Teams can still work well without them, and it's like,
yeah,
it's just good.
You know who's a secret ruination Pokemon? Tyranitar.
I was gonna say Annihilate, but valid.
Yeah, Annihilate must hold similar concept, but like,
what did he mean by this?
What does he mean by this?
If you don't want to drop your own guy's Spadef, but you want a bulky Spadef rock type or dark type, Tyranitar, here you go. Somebody was running the Tyranitar Lycanroc shit from Series 1 with Indeedee Armor Rouge. Like, you would think on paper that doesn't make sense into a format where Ruination Pokemon are like the new things added. No, it makes perfect sense. Because the sand stuff beats the Chi-Yu and like the Chien-Pao that you need gone for Indeedee Armor Rouge to win.
Oh, I see.
I don't know. I think that stuff just makes sense to me on paper. And the bulkier ones, Wo-Chien and Ting-Lu. I mean, Ting-Lu's not very used, but with Wo-Chien specifically, like if that's how they're gonna try and break through the Indeedee Armor Rouge stuff. Well, Armor Rouge is a fire type and can pop that, and Wo-Chien's preferred Terra type right now is Poison. And congratulations, you turned yourself into a poison type versus Psy-Spam. Good one.
True. I think one of my favorite subgenres of team is, wow, you just put every good core together, but it still works.
Yeah.
Are you talking about, here, I got you. Chien-Pao, Dragonite, Chi-Yu, Fluttermane.
Yep.
Mousehold, Annihilate.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. That's all you need.
I've seen one that was like, Chien Pal Dragonite, Chi-Yu Flutter Mane, Iron Bundle, Mungus.
Oh,
And I was like, yeah, that's a team. Sure is a team.
You know who is trending down, which I think is hilarious, and I'm very grateful for? Palafin.
Huh. I guess you're right,
I think Palafin comes back. Like, it struggles against Chien Pal Dragonite, but, like, Chi-Yu Flutter Mane gets, like, rocked by that guy.
No,
want to be real.
Not gonna lie. No, okay, maybe. Okay,
You just
again,
jet punch
very
everything.
Biased. Very biased in my Chi Flutter Mane versus Palafin example because you know why? Because I like putting Terra Water and Max Bulk on them.
Yeah, and also like you're an insane person.
I'm playing
also,
a different
you have heavy bias because you run Gothitelle on like every team. And every dumbass player who bleeds Palafin every game does that against Gothitelle. And it's like, no, you fucking moron. Don't lead your Palafin into the Gothitelle player. What are you doing?
I just realized something. I'm playing a very different game to the rest of VGC, I think. Like, I think I look at this game through a very biased lens of I'm running Gothitelle all gen, I'm running Flutter Mane all gen, I'm clicking Perish Song all gen. Like,
no, if it works, it works.
Yeah.
It's very different than if I were to be playing, like, Dondozo. Like, I played Dondozo for the first time for, like, ever in this gen at the beginning of Regulation C. And I was like, okay, this is cool. This is it's okay. I miss Perish Song, though. and then the second that I figured out how to make a Perish Song in Regulation C, boom, skyrocket up the ladder. I'm like, okay. So.
I think also I think maybe it's not the problem of people think that Perish Song is too good and so they're not using it. I think people aren't using Perish Song so they don't know how to play against it. That's my guess.
No, that makes perfect sense too, right? It's like if you don't want to play it and aren't practicing with it, you don't know how to beat it. Yeah.
And I feel like it's one of those things. It's like Dondozo. I think it will, or not like Dondozo. I think there's in every Pokemon game there's always that one archetype that no matter how rare it gets, you always have to consider it. You know, like you don't always see a hard Trick Room team, but you need to know how to beat one, right? You don't always see like a fucking Hail team nowadays, but you need to know how to beat it, you know? I think it's like that. Like it's not common enough that you need to design your whole team around how to beat it, but you still gotta think about it. You still gotta go, oh, that's a possibility.
Yeah. It's like any other strategy. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. It's any other strategy, but it's like less used. It's the secret fifth weather. Perish Song.
Oh my god. It's my brain farted. It's gone. Okay.
Oh no,
it's gone.
Need me cast form Perish Song for
Perish.
Speaking of Gen 3, mons that need evolutions, cast form and Tropius.
Yeah,
Tropius
honestly.
Doesn't really need evolution, it just needs a buff. It needs some kind of love. Anything, please.
He should get an evolution where he turns into a Hydra dinosaur with 3 banana heads.
Holy shit, never mind. Yeah, I want that.
I'm thinking like bunch of bananas, like he's a bunch of bananas, he gets more heads. Like a Hydra.
Heal 1 banana, 3 grow back.
Exactly. There's no escaping.
Does Tropius get Harvest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the main were people using Harvest, or were they no, I think they were using Chlorophyll when they were doing
it was Harvest.
They were using Harvest? Yeah, that like Series 1 niche that was happening for a bit. That was kind of interesting. I liked that. He got a spotlight.
Leech
It
Seed
was like
Harvest.
Yeah.
It was like budget Celesteela.
Yeah.
Like for when you need a cat for something.
Ash, there's your proof that Wo-Chien's good. If people were coping with Tropius and doing well with it, Wo-Chien is just good Tropius.
You know what? You're kind of right on that.
Although that said, Tropius was used for like White God as well. So.
Oh, true.
Because Goldingo was running amok. Now Goldengo is properly threatened.
Slug gets Snarl. So.
Slug is also a dog type, so yeah.
Ooh. I'm gonna run double slug at some point just to try it.
Triple slug.
I am 100% running double slug once.
Dude, do that. Like when the second that Rain gets like picked back up in popularity.
Rain.
Gastrodon Wochien. Holy
shit.
No, you have Waterfire Grass. Waterfire Grass Slug.
True.
Now.
I need my cargo in here.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like versus Rain, Wochien, Gastrodon.
Yeah.
Like, God, if I was using Rain, I'd hate to fight.
Wait, the cargo isn't in this game?
It's not.
What?
It makes me so sad.
I thought it was.
He is not. Macargo has not been in a game since X and Y. He was in Sun and Moon, but you had to transfer him. No one loves my slug. Actually, no, he wasn't BDSP, but BDSP was BDSP.
Macargo is fast.
My car goes vroom vroom.
Shut up! Shut up! I'm thinking of fucking Turbo Slug. There was a niche in SoCal locals during Sun and Moon that would run max speed Gastrodon for some reason. I don't remember why.
Oh my god, I probably fought somebody from there then on ladder, because the other day, somebody had a Gastrodon that outsped my Iron Hands, and I was like, what the fuck?
How much speed do you need to do that? I don't think it's much.
A lot! No, it's a lot. Iron Hands hits 70 with no investment, or like 71 or something.
Oh my god, yeah, Gastrodon's based like 39. What the hell?
Yeah. Dude, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, like...
He's so fast.
Dude also had a belly bolt on his team, so I was like,
yo,
okay,
listen.
They are playing they're playing 7D chess. I'm on 5D chess with Parasong, but like, nah, they're doing something different.
I respect anyone who uses belly bolt. That mon is so goofy.
I love belly bolt so much, man.
He's so awesome.
I don't know. I used it in that video of markers at one time, and I started using it in the FFA, in that one FFA, or an FFA, which will be uploaded with the upload of this episode on the Patreon. Go check out the Patreon.
Go check out the Patreon.
Ever since then, I've just like, yeah, belly bolt's kind of cool. I remember there was like an initial like, people were, like looked at the Pokemon and they're like, I had to watch 2 annoying videos to see this Pokemon, and I don't like it very much.
She's awesome.
And then I was like, yeah, look, I'm not too fond of this Pokemon. Like, he's cool, but like, he's not the best. And because everybody was like, oh, he's so cute.
He is.
Because I'm a contrarian like that. That's what
Look at his little face.
I'm kidding. I thought he was kind of cute, but I think people were playing it up a little bit too much. But
that's fair.
I have come to appreciate him, and in a dream, because I've been playing FF9 recently, and there's a character in that game called Quina, and they are a big old bald person as well, and they like to eat things, and in a dream, I imagined Belly Bolt wearing Quina's outfit, and I'm probably going to try to draw that sometime soon.
That's so awesome.
It's so cool.
Oh yeah, you've been getting back into drawing lately, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. One time at work, I was like, man, I kind of just like want to draw stuff. I ended up drawing like an image of
little Glimmora that you drew.
Yeah, I drew like a Glimmora, and again, been playing FF9. Vivi is one of my favorite. Oh, it's on the screen now because I changed my profile picture on Discord. Hi, Vivi from Final Fantasy IX is probably one of my favorite characters. Yes. Of all time, despite of never playing the game, because I saw him in like a Japanese PlayStation magazine around the time that the game released. At school, a kid brought a Japanese like PlayStation magazine to school. I saw him and I was like, "Who's that guy?" And because I knew what Kingdom Hearts were, I thought it was a Heartless for a long time. And I found out that it was a. It was like the little like eyes, and I was like, oh, is that what that is? And then I looked into it, and oh wait, is he in? Wait a minute. Hold on.
Waiting.
I need to do something. Do you guys remember the old like Mario basketball game on the DS? Like Mario Hoops.
Okay, that sounds familiar.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know anything.
I did not play it, but I know that there was a basketball game with Mario. Was he in the Mario basketball game?
He was, there was a black mage in the Mario basketball game, and Vivi is a black mage, that's why he looks like that, but he's his own character. And I was like, whoa, because that game was made by Square Enix, so they added a bunch of Final Fantasy characters into that.
That's cute.
So yeah, and then I finally got around to playing it because one of my friends decided to say, "Hey, you should fucking play video games," and I'm like, "True." Yeah, that was a bit of a ramble, but that is my story. That is my story.
The Brady lore.
And yeah, I drew Glimmora looking at the character at Vivi, because Vivi fell over, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
I now have a Glimmora named Vivi, thanks to Brady.
Yeah, a shiny one.
Yes.
I have 2 of them. My next goal in terms of shiny hunting is to catch a shiny Glimmora into a Beast Ball.
Ooh,
that's kind of cool.
That would be really good.
Because Glimmora does remind me of an Ultra Beast. It's got
does.
the same typing as Nihilego, but like, also it looks like an Ultra Beast. And I'm like,
it's also just as
cool.
mysterious and weird. Like, what? Like,
yeah,
Glimora's got some secrets.
he's got some lore stuff going on, I'm sure. I'm guessing there's like some kind of subgroup of Pokemon that were, okay. Here's the outlandish theory. Because something caused all of the scientists. I don't know if this is stated. Marcos would probably correct me on this. I don't know if this was stated in Area Zero, but there was something that made all of the crystals take over them, right? Like all the buildings and shit. And that's why you can't get into some buildings. So I'm wondering if Glimmora was a different Pokemon, or it was a Pokemon born of those crystals, of like pure terrestrial crystals. Because he's definitely like terrestrially looking. He's got a hexagon pattern. He's rock type, you know. I don't know.
Well, I'm fairly sure he has like the crystal shards like in them, like.
Yeah.
I think like the centerpiece that is like them, like with the eyes. I think that is like Terra related stuff, or like there's like fragments of like Terra shards and stuff in them.
I think he's either a Pokemon that was affected by it, or a Pokemon that was created from the same kind of terrestrialization energy, which is the energy of dreams.
Or like maybe like the vegetation surrounding got turned into a Pokemon because of it. It's like
I like that more. Like it's like a fucked up thing that already existed.
Yeah. it's like fucking petrified wood. Wood turned to rock.
Yeah.
Plant turned rock.
And it's poisoned.
Yeah.
That makes
poisoned by the crystals.
Yeah.
Bro, sounded like Gastrodon for a second.
The enemy Kyogre water spout.
that fucking video of like G-Max Gengar taking a hydro blast, whatever it was fucking called.
G-Max guys,
Yeah, G-Max guys, you slurping it up. Delicious.
I still like the idea that Glimmora looks like the cannon from XY, like the, what is that thing called? Ultimate Weapon?
What? No, that's Celesteela.
No, what? Go look at the cannon again.
Celesteela looks like the ultimate weapon. Oh, I see what you mean. The flower aspect of it. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
And the whole theory of the crater being from the ultimate weapon because France / Kalos is just up there. Yeah, I could see it.
Either that part or like Glimmora is like something to do with how it is powered or something. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think that my order of events in my brain is the ultimate weapon was shot, it fired, it dropped down into Paldea, created the crater, and those crystals like just kind of morph and take over whatever is around it, and then it took over the vegetation and made Glimmora. I like Brady's idea.
How fucking sick would it be? Now, we are one game off from this happening. So like this doesn't 100% work, but like in my mind, if the DLC 2 where we get that turtle thing, the Terapagos, I think.
Yeah.
And like the lore surrounding that is like that it confirms that it was born of that shot laser. Like that's what Area Zero is, and like that's why Terapagos is there, and that's why terrestrialization's a thing.
Yeah.
If that's the final like saga of Gen 9, and then whatever Gen 10 is or whatever like happens after Scarlet Violet is like a Legends Gen 6 game.
Oh, listen.
That'd be so fucking cool. But Gen 5 needs its remake first. So.
No, Gen 5 will get something. I want a Gen 5 Legends for the original Dragon. I want a Gen 6 Legends for you being a participant in the Great War of Pokemon. I want that so fucking bad.
I want that so bad.
It would be so cool. Imagine AZ being like a main character before he gets all fucked up. He's just a normal guy. That'd be so cool.
AZ.
Legends Gen 6 I think is super awesome and needs to happen because I don't think Gen 6 got as much love as it should have.
Yeah, there's so much depth to Zygarde and how and the whole like balance concept that the three legendaries have that's so cool to me that they needed to explore more, and so I hope that they get the chance. And now that I'm thinking about it, you know, I feel like Black and White should just be ported to the Switch, honestly.
Yeah, so either that or we get Ilka that did the
True.
What are they called? Brilliant Diamond Shining Pro, and it's just like
just port over Black and White,
White
in 3D,
and then
please.
you Suzuriano. Yeah, there you go.
There was potential leaks, quick notice, because there was some leakage happening. I can't remember if these were related, but it was a 4chan leaker because you can trust every 4chan leaker ever because I said so.
Yep, handshake.
Handshake. They were saying, I think they called some stuff for the Direct. I know that there was one who definitely like listed everything that was going to be shown in the most recent Direct, and then also confirmed that another version of the Switch is in development, and that and they said something about Scarlet and Violet getting a graphics update to match the new Switch, which would be fucking amazing. I hope that happens. I don't remember if this is the same guy, so anyone can correct me on this, but there was someone who was talking about the next Pokemon games, and that Game Freak is working on something 2.5D-esque Octopath Traveler.
Oh my god!
I want that so bad.
The series needs that so bad.
I want that so bad. I have 2.5 Pokemon. Pokemon sprites are like peak art design, in my opinion. Please.
That's literally what Gen 5 was.
I was gonna say, they tried to do that in Gen 5, right? Like, that would make sense if that's what the Gen 5 remake is.
Gen 5, fucking, like, that is, like, peak, best, like, that's the best Pokemon has looked, I feel like. Like, you can, like...
It looks amazing for a DS game. You can't compare it to a fucking AAA fully 3D title where I can see the pores on someone's face, but it's wonderful stylized.
Like, you can argue that, like, 3D... is better, and look, at some points probably, true, but I think it is by far aesthetically the most pleasing Pokemon has been. I agree.
I disagree. And I'm not
You're cringe! I hate you!
No. Not because I like 3D, because I think Emerald is better. I'm going backwards from what you said.
That's fair, because I've been playing Emerald, and that game is very pretty. I wish the sprites had, constant animation like Black and White did, but I can't ask that of a Game Boy game. I have to say this, because I had a friend on Twitter go, "What do you mean this is the first time you're playing Gen 3? I'm like, ha ha ha. I only played Aurus. I was a Gen 4 baby. My first Pokemon game was Soul Silver. I'm a fetus.
Old baby ass. No,
little baby ass. The first console we had as a family was a Wii, and then I got a DSi because I don't remember what I did. I did something, and I got a DSi with Cooking Mama and Soul Silver. And Fossil Fighters. Those were the first 3 games that I had.
All the boomers out there, don't worry about it. My first game was Fire Red. I had a GameCube. Don't worry about it. I'm with you.
Based. Anyway, I never played through Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald on its own because I didn't have access to emulation that would function for a long time. And then now that I recently got an analog pocket, which I fucking love. I don't think I've talked about on this podcast, but it was a lot of money, but it was worth it to me because I can also stream Game Boy cartridges that I just own onto OBS, which is really cool. Anyway, I put Emerald on my flash cart and I'm playing through Trashlock version because I wanted to use Pokemon that I've never really used before. And I just love the feel of this game. It just has a very nice aesthetic. And so I understand what you're saying, Michael. I still think Black and White's, like, really fucking good. I think I prefer it for nostalgia purposes. But Gen 3, like, the Hoenn region is very pretty in pixel.
Yeah. Black White to me was when I started to fall out of love with the series, but only because of like middle school bullying and shit. You know, it's like, you play Pokemon still, dude? Like that dumb shit.
I will never forget that I was playing. Okay, I'm gonna age myself right now. I was playing Sun and Moon in 8th grade, and so I was playing on my DS during like lunch. It wasn't at lunchtime because we weren't allowed to use electronics during lunch in my middle school for some stupid reason. So I was playing on my 3DS, and a 7th grader, you know those kids who are like a grade under you, but they look like they're 20 grades under you. Like
yes,
this kid looked like 7 years old, and he passes me by and he's like, "Are you playing on a DS?" And I look at him and I go, "Yeah." And he, like, gives me the stink eye with his little posse and then walks away. And these kids, they looked tiny. Like, I was in 8th grade. I don't know. I finished growing in 8th grade. I look exactly the same now. And I was like, what the fuck's your problem?
Yeah, man, I'm having fun out here. What are you doing with your life?
Fuck off,
boring
man.
Ass.
I'm checking Pokepelago. I'm giving my guys rainbow beans. I'm doing great over here. Leave me alone.
Get out
of here. I do owe Switch era Pokemon a lot of credit to, like, me getting back into the series, because, like, if Gen 5 was, like, the decline of it, like, I played 6, 7. That's all I did. I didn't, wasn't competitive in VGC, or at least, like, Pokemon Showdown was, like, the only thing that I guess kind of kept me afloat through Gen 6 and 7. But I'm only recently starting to get, like, that same sense of, like, I have people to play this game with.
Yeah, that was also a problem for me. Until I went to a local during Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon and realized there are people around me who actually like this game. I will forever remember it. One of my friends, or one of my now friends, I didn't really know them at the time, they were running Victory Bell because it was a Primal Kyogre counter and would also be able to hit Primal Groudon because chlorophyll with, like, sleep powder and shit. It was it had, like, a different stat spread compared to Venusaur that made it better, something like that. Anyway,
it also got Weather Ball back then.
Yeah, Weather Ball. That's what it was. They made a joke about, is like, can your Venusaur Oko and Incineroar, like, and I like heard that sentence and in my brain something clicked that's like, I'm not crazy. Other people think things like this and think it's funny.
Yeah.
I need to go to locals. I wish they were 40 minutes away.
At the end of the local that I was at last, I got, like, third at it or something. We were all joking around and talking about, like, oh, Mousehold is the 5th Ruination Pokemon, family of Ruin. Like, because of Friend Guard doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
But, like, just stuff like that, or, like, that's the humor, where it's like, that's...
There's people who understand your kind of...
brains that work the same.
Yeah, yeah. It's a good feeling. If you're listening to this and you're in the same spot that me and Michael and maybe Brady were in, I don't know. Actually, you know what? Real quick. If you're in that same spot, find locals near you or find an online tournament community because it's worth finding people to talk about it with. Other thing, yeah. Brady, did you have a similar experience or did you always just kind of like playing Pokemon?
Like being bullied for playing Pokemon?
Yeah, or like not having people to play with.
I don't think there was ever... what I got bullied for was playing a DS and not necessarily Pokemon.
Yeah, same.
Because I was the kids in the hallway playing Smash on our 3DSs.
Yeah.
And that only was an issue when there were younger kids around, and they were like, "You'll play DS."
Yeah.
Like, Pokemon wasn't really like a thing for me until I was like much later, and people just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because, fun fact, a lot of the time, if you're just like an older kid and like you're just doing your own thing, people like don't care. Like,
yeah. I feel like
just...
there's a weird phase when you're, I think, like middle school age, 7th, 8th grade, like 12 to 14, where you have it in your brain that people who do these things that aren't, like, people who do nerdy things are lame. And so if you like those things, you try and hide them. At least for me.
I think it's more of like a... I'm grown now. I'm growing
exactly.
up. I'm not gonna do anything I did when I was younger, like that.
I don't like baby things, and you're fucking 14 years old. You don't feel like a baby when you're 14, but in the grand scheme of things, you need to accept that you are younger.
You're a kid. Like
what else are you? Oh, congratulations! You watch Adult Swim now. Cool. Pokemon's better than Family Guy. Sorry, it always has been.
Bro, my little baby brain was blown when I was in elementary school, and some of my friends said that they watched Family Guy because my parents watched it, and anytime I walked in the room, they paused it because I shouldn't look at the fucking penis jokes or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, How are you allowed to watch adult TV? Wah. I was also a really stupid kid because my parents convinced me that shut up and stupid were the worst swears you could say, so I thought every time they bleeped something out on TV, they were saying one of those.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Like, I was sheltered as shit, but I did have Pokemon. But, like,
yeah.
That was, like, I'm grateful that was my kind of, things are cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had the exact opposite. My parents swore all the time. Although that also might just be because I live in the upside down bizarre land. Everybody fucking swears here. Everyone.
Cunt. Something joke. It's okay. You guys have awesome.
Sorry, I got jump scared for a second.
Me too.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Hearing you say that is different.
I was like...
was not expecting that one.
It's so, you may have to bleep that out, because it's so, there's like levels of swear words. There's like damn and crap, and then there's like shit and fuck, and then there's like
so like visceral.
Cunt. I don't know why, in my head I never understood why that was like an extra level of bad word over fuck, but it is, and I think it's kind of funny. Vagina!
No, not even that. Just because whenever I hear it with an accent. But when it's coming from our accent, Ash, it's so fucking funny.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's normally like me or like some other Australian saying it.
Yeah. Because that's less of a like big scary word over there, which I think is. I wonder how that happens. Like how certain swear words are more normal in other places, or more or less offensive.
It's just like. The culture is just like sort of morphed to like this is just something that we say all the time sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think it's funny. You guys have awesome snacks.
What? Oh yeah, dude. Me and another friend sent some stuff to Michael and Ash.
Yeah, we got a little goodie box.
Get Tim Tams. If you have Tim Tams within a vicinity to you. Get Tim Tams. They are good.
Very big Tim Tam fan.
Shout out to Shapes for real.
For all our Australian fans, I made sure to get a little bit of everything in there. We got him Milo. We got him a bunch of like Cadbury chocolates. Turkish. Turkish Delight isn't Australian, but it's like a Cadbury thing. Turkish Delight. You got Crunchy. You got like Cherry Ripe.
Crunchies go crazy, by the way.
Crunchies, I wish there was a whole box of those.
Michael had like a visceral reaction when he bit it. It was so funny.
My fucking life changed, bro.
Apparently, the honeycomb in a crunchy is different to like every other honeycomb.
There's like no honeycomb candy. Like when you said, "Oh, it's like honeycomb," I was picturing like an actual like bee, the little hexagons, because you can buy that to eat with like the honey in it, and apparently it's pretty good. But I have never had something of that like texture before. It's good. It was just weird.
Yeah, I was eating textures that like made feel like lightning bolts go down my spine. I was like, that's new.
He had a Ratatouille moment.
A little bit.
The scene of Ratatouille with all the lights.
Got him like mint slices. Got him shapes. Got him like an assorted onnits thing.
Ash, have you eaten all of the shapes yet? Because I downed the fuck up.
Oh yeah, we made sure to get
All
him
of them are
barbecue
gone.
and pizza as well.
Yeah, I've got like one handful of pizza shapes. They're like kind of crackers that are flavored. It's like imagine goldfish, but it's not necessarily a cheese flavor. They're very good.
Yeah.
And it's more of like a biscuit, so it's not like
it's firm all the way through. It's not
greasy
crumbly.
shit.
Yeah. Shit's good. God bless.
Yeah, it's very good. I'm glad you guys are enjoying them.
Shapes.
Ash
is a Vegemite freak. I'm not, is what I've learned.
It doesn't taste bad.
We also got them
I'm
like
kidding.
like these like pretzel, like Vegemite pretzels. We need to totally like get you to have like Vegemite on toast.
I will,
for
because
real.
I was so scared to try it because everyone says, "Oh, this is the most terrible tasting thing ever." It tastes like just like salt, but for Michael, it had like a fermenty aftertaste. It just tasted like salt to me.
It made the air in my mouth taste disgusting.
Vegemite does do that.
Then maybe
That's just what Vegemite does.
we have different taste buds. I wanna try normal Vegemite because I need to know.
My mouth is very cavernous.
Yeah. But yeah.
Fit like
good.
5 hot dogs in this shit. All right, we should end the episode.
No, Brady.
You know what else I can fit in my mouth?
I'm gonna
You know
end
what
the-
else I can fit in my mouth? No, oh, finish your point.
I had one
and then I'll tell
final
you what I
note.
can put in my mouth.
Yes, I'm sorry,
So-
interrupted with snacks.
Can we get an R7 in chat for our main frontman, Ash Ketchum, Satoshi?
True.
Oh,
Lost
yeah.
Last
Big salute.
episode.
Found
and,
dead in Miami.
As of the date of this recording, the last episode has aired,
Yep.
and he has been found dead in Miami. So
Pour one out.
pour one out for our boy.
I'm honestly more sad to see Team Rocket go, if I'm gonna be honest. For me, they are
Honestly-
more iconic than Ash Ketchum. Probably because they have more personality
Yeah.
than him, but, like, man, I'm kind of bummed that they're gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they didn't put another Meowth form in this game, because the new anime is Paldea, and there's no more Meowth.
No, don't say that. That's gonna make me cry. No.
We were talking
No.
about this, and we're like, damn, all these past games have had a new Meowth. And, like, I wonder why there's not one in Paldea. Ah.
No.
Cry.
Okay, it's okay. They put Pikachu in, but it's a different Pikachu that is used by a different character. They'll find a way to get all the fan favorites back in. They'll find a
Yeah.
way.
Yep. Handshake. All right.
I do really like the designs of the new protagonists, though. They look pretty cool.
Yeah, they're
What are
pretty
their names? Like Roy and
sure. Rico.
Rico.
Ooh.
I'm kind of
never
bummed
saw
that they
Roy.
just, it seems like Roy is the one with the fancy Pokemon, but Rico's the main character, but she just has a Sprigatito. I hope that she gets, like, a unique Pokemon, because I like the main character having, like Pikachu isn't a starter Pokemon, you know?
Yeah.
I like it being different.
Let's go Pikachu.
We'll see. She should have gotten a Clefairy, because Clefairy was going to be the
Yeah,
Pikachu,
that
and then they
would've been sick.
changed it.
I think they're gonna do like Rico's probably gonna get the starters, and then Roy's probably gonna get like Pikachu, Eevee, Clefairy type shit.
Oh, that would make sense.
Like the cooler, like
The
Just as.
Oh my god. I just clicked over and saw Vivi with a fucking volleyball. It's a fucking amazing
Yeah,
render. Oh
yeah,
my
I
god.
saw,
The
I saw
black
a character.
mage.
I saw a character, like a main character that's got a Scarlet, and I'm like, oh shit, okay,
Yeah,
cool. We're doing cool shit out the gate. Hell yeah.
I'm excited for it. I may actually try to keep up with it, because one of the main reasons I wasn't keeping up with the current anime was that I fell off. So any references
same.
to past episodes I wouldn't have got, you know?
Same.
And I mean,
Yeah.
plus I kept up with it when I was a kid who could watch Saturday morning cartoons every day, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think that's where they're trending though, is less towards like a always running thing and more of like a seasonal episodic thing.
Yeah, it's neat. I like it.
But yeah, what was Michael gonna say about putting stuff in his mouth?
Yeah, you know what else fits in my cavernous mouth? Hatsugiri, because I'm like Dondozo. Shout out to the Sneeple.
Shout out to the Sneeple. For real.
We have had a proposal to have Sneeb as a permanent guest on the podcast by putting him in as text-to-speech. We may give him a voice.
Alright, sir, sir, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that this episode.
Yeah, you don't have to.
We're figuring them out. We'll get Sneeb on the podcast next time there's a podcast.
Next episode, like when you guys are off, we just have like a 15-second like clip of Sneeb like thanking the Patreons in our episode this week.
True, we should do that.
But yeah, thank you to everybody for subscribing to Patreon, including but not limited to Crazy Carlton, Trev, Chelda, El Nalin, Ken Marker, Plumber, Professor Jones, Ryan, and Turdra, as well as everybody else who subscribes. If you're watching this, there should be a new FFA up. Yeah. Fun times.
Was that the one with when I brought the left nut, or was that the one that we uploaded last time?
I think you brought the... Oh no, it's the right nut, actually.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. With the Vaporeon and the very disturbing acts that happened. Yeah.
Sub to the Patreon for that.
Go peep it.
And watch the one that was released also, because
watch it with headphones too. I'll say that.
Don't make it sound that terrible, Jesus Christ.
It was pretty. I mean,
there's no rated X shit on this. It's we're making jokes about balls. It's fine.
Yeah. I just remembered what the context of why right now. Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, but thank you all for listening and watching.
Thank you.
Subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to the Patreon, and we'll catch y'all in the next episode.
Yes.
Which is
it will take approximately 1 week to revive Marcos, but we'll get him back.
Yep.
Bye.